When I bought the 2021 Model S, I already had a charger. Okay, I'm not going to call it a charger. Well, I'm going to call it a charger. It's an adapter, 240 volt, blah, 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 adapter, protector, or something. It's easier to call it a charger. The charger's actually in the car, but it's the adapter that you use to charge from 240 volt. Okay, I hooked that up to the Model S through the adapter that comes with the Model S. And I'll have to do a video on all the adapters here too. I'll get to that one of these days. Anyway, that's a little Siemens charger that I had hooked up to it. And it worked for a while, and then it just, Tesla started rejecting it. So I was pretty much stuck. I mean, I had the charger adapter that comes with Tesla, so I could hook it up, but I had to do some rewiring in order to set this other one up. So anyway, the little Siemens would not work with the Model S. Okay, here's the setup I've got for charging the Model S 240 volt using the original charge adapter thing that comes with the Tesla. I guess I shouldn't say original. This is the original here. This is for 120 volts, pretty much useless. I think I used it for a couple of days, 3 or 4 days, when I didn't have the 240 working, and it was ridiculous. It didn't even make up for what I'd done during the day. Everybody has the same complaint. This thing is only for emergencies. Of course, that little thing right there plugs into this thing right here. Pull this one off, and you plug that one in. This one's a 30 amp because that's the maximum this will handle. This won't go any higher than 30 amps. And I pulled it off my main panel. I'll get you a closer look here. Now here's a little closer look at this setup. You can see I came out, the panel is at the other side of that wall down in the basement. So I run some conduit up here and into this box. Now the box, I had the box with the old Siemens charger too. And that's just a little something that I threw together to record how much power was actually going into the car. So that was just a little something that I whipped out of a bunch of junk here to do that. But you can see the charge adapter plugs into it. I made up a little holder for the wire and a little holder for the plug, so for when it's not being used. And that was just kind of the setup I did. It's worked out good once I've got it fired up and everything hooked up. This has actually come out pretty well. So when I bring the car in the garage and I want to charge, all I really have to do is open my little charge port. And we're back in business. And it'll start charging. So it's really simple. If you don't feel confident about doing something like this, use an electrician. I'm not going to try to explain all the hookups. It is on a 50 amp breaker and it's a 50 amp plug, so that if I were to buy the additional Tesla adapter that would go up to 48 amps on charging, this one only goes to 30. I'm clear to do it. The wire's big enough to handle it. So anyway, so if I want to stop charging, And that's pretty much it. That's it on this one.